What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about hard days, difficult times, depression, anxiety, especially in regards to things in life that are difficult, but are difficult for a long period of time. And it's very easy to get down on them. So this really applies to, if anyone, I don't know if people that are handicapped or people that have a strong amount of depression on a regular basis, people that are very anxious all the time, people that um, just have things in life that make it more difficult. I had this passenger, I drive Uber on the side to make extra cash, and I had this passenger who has this disease that gives her splitting headaches all day long. So couple things on that, number one, why does that happen? Number two, what is the point of that? And number three, that's bullshit, right? Okay, so a couple things. Jordan Peterson has this quote. It is, life is suffering. And I think to some degree that is true. To some degree, I think that life is suffering. And I think the best analogy is that I think it's gold, I believe. Or actually rather a diamond. Like if you think about a diamond, how is a diamond made? Tremendous pressure is applied to a diamond. Like terrible, aggressive, insane pressure is applied to a diamond, and then you get to a piece of coal, and then you get a diamond. There's also a piece in the Bible, Job. Job is a guy who is a good man. What happens to Job is that God keeps allowing these terrible things to happen to him. And it's a really phenomenal passage because it's explaining the meaning of suffering. Like, why does this happen? Well, to me, I think the clearest meaning of suffering is that it purifies you. It purifies you in a sense that you become stronger. You become your virtue, your compassion, your all your positive character traits. When dealt with correctly, when suffering correctly, can be increased. So for me, personal example, I was anxious, like I'm talking to you very calm right now. For a fucking year of my life, I was anxious. I would wake up in the morning and my brain would just go, bah! And if this is you, I have a video specifically detailing how I got out of that. But again, at the time it was happening, it was so frustrating. It was heartbreaking. It was honestly heartbreaking because social skills is one of the things that I love and gets me excited and makes life so amazing. And I'd always been pretty decent. Obviously, I've gotten much better to a really high level in recent years. But even when I was younger, I was pretty social. I told jokes and stuff like that, and it was taken away from me. This anxiety, this panic, I would be in a social setting and I would be freaking out. I'd be freaking out. It was heartbreaking. It was so painful. It was the amount of times that I sat in a room or sat in my car and was okay, what am I gonna do? Was just insane. A lot of suffering, right? But yet, the fruit of that, I look back at that now, and while it's not a fond memory, the things I learned from it and the person that it has helped me become ultimately is a great thing. If I didn't go through that period of anxiety, I probably would have never started this YouTube channel. I probably would have been significantly less interested in self-help and self-development. But why is that? Because it helps me relate to people who really suffer on a much higher degree than I've ever suffered. It helps me when you go through low periods of your life. Obviously, they're not ideal, but they help you to really delve meaning from it, to try to come up with meaning, to say like I want to grow from this. I want to make my life better. I want to pull myself out of this, and I want to relieve this from other people. I don't want this to have to happen to other people. Tony Robbins is a really amazing dude and helps so many people. And what he says is he had so much pain in his life early on. He was abused. His mother hit him and abused the shit out of him growing up. But he says it's the best thing that ever happened to me, because it allowed him. He never would have been Tony Robbins if that didn't happen. So guys, I would encourage you today, whatever is painful in your life, that's been there for a long time, whatever is difficult, how can you channel that into helping others? How can you channel that to improving your situation, into taking away pain and making the world a little easier for somebody else? Thanks, guys. Have a good one.